Welcome to another Beat Poverty story from Mosaic Ministries.
My name is Belinda Costin, and I am the child care supervisor for the child care portion of Baby University. I began working for Mosaic Ministries, specifically Baby University, because my boss at the time told me about this initiative in South Toledo, and they were looking for someone to be the child care supervisor of this program. So I met with Kaiser, who she and her husband David Kaiser started the program. I sat down with Kelly. She told me about what she wanted to do. She told me it was modeled after something called Harlem Children's Zone in Harlem. Baby University was going to be step one of a pipeline. I have a very strong social justice passion in my life, so I was initially interested. I bought the book that Kelly had told me about called Whatever It Takes, and it's by Paul Tough, and it's about Jeffrey Canada and Harlem Children's Zone and the work that he was doing there. Because of what she had told me about what she planned to do and the fact that David and Kelly had been to Harlem Children's Zone, I decided that I was going to take a risk, even though I didn't know them. And if they were going to make that much of a difference in our area, using the proven research-based method that Jeffrey Canada was using in Harlem Children's Zone, that I was willing to at least start, try, and see where it goes. And that's been almost 10 years ago. I want to tell you about probably the aspect of Mosaic Ministries that I am most passionate about, and that is what we call the pipeline. And the pipeline, and again, everything I'm going to say to you about the pipeline is what is proven, has been done, and is still being done by Jeffrey Canada in Harlem with Harlem Children's Zone. When I think of the pipeline, I think of three words: relationships, safety net, and tipping point. So this is what Jeffrey Canada was doing and is doing in Harlem. And this is what we're trying to do in South Toledo. So relationships are first built by the invitations that families receive in the South Toledo zone, which is from the zoo to downtown, the river to the trail. So if parents are in that area and they have children 0 to age 3, they are invited to participate in Baby U classes. If they have children at home that need to be babysat, then they bring those children with them. That's step one of the pipeline, is building the relationships which are started with Baby University. Step 2 of the pipeline is the safety net. So because of the work of Baby U, and then the preschool program, and then an elementary school, and also the wraparound services such as the community health workers, there is a safety net that is built so that once a person gets involved in Baby University, there are wraparound services so that they don't fall through the cracks, so that they and their families are carried so that they can work on getting out of that systemic generational poverty. And then step 3 of the pipeline is the elementary school. That is what Jeffrey Canada does. It is a proven method, and that is step 3 of the pipeline that we're trying to do here in South Toledo. You've heard of the saying, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And I think that line summarizes what makes Mosaic different. Yes, we do give groceries. Yes, we do feed families. Yes, we do have people that will walk with you and help you. But we educate. That is the aspect of Mosaic that's most important to me, and the aspect of Mosaic that makes it different from other services, because we are educating not only parents, we're also educating children. We're educating parents how to be better parents, as well as how and why you read to your children, helping them prepare their children for kindergarten. And when children are prepared for kindergarten, then they will be prepared for aspects of their education. So it's that educational piece along with the wraparound services that makes Mosaic different from any other program that I'm aware of here in Toledo. So I mentioned about the tipping point. One of the aspects of Mosaic and South Toledo Kids Zone that I feel is going to be important is the aspect of a building where all of the work, all of those wraparound services that I mentioned to you, specifically around education, can occur in one building. The building that we're in right now is wonderful, but it's just not big enough for all that we want to do. So This building that Mosaic Ministries has, the Mosaic building, is a lot larger. It's going to have a gym for my school agers, which I'm very excited about. It's also going to have bigger space for the Baby U parenting and children classes. And then it's also going to be the building where the elementary school classrooms are going to be housed. So in my opinion, if we're going to really reach that tipping point for this specific zone in South Toledo, we are going to need this building to happen so that we can do these services all under one roof. When you die, what do you want your legacy to be? If you want to be able to look back on your life and know that you made a difference, not just in a child's life, but in the children that are in one forgotten area of Toledo. And I know it's forgotten because if you look at the streets, it is a forgotten area of Toledo. If you want your children and your children's children to be able to look back and say, this is what my father or my mother did to make a difference in a certain part of Toledo, so that the children who had been growing up there in systemic generational poverty were looking at a better life for themselves and for their future and for their children. That what was a forgotten part of Toledo was now a thriving place where people could be born, could be educated, could work, and could move on to make their own world a better place. If that is what you want your legacy to be, then this is the place to be. Because of the pipeline, because of the education, because of the wraparound services, because we do more than just feed a person for a day. We are teaching them skills, giving them an education, helping them be better people, so that they are not only being fed for a lifetime, but then they're able to go on and make a difference in the lives around them, so that there is a ripple effect that goes beyond South Toledo, but started right here in this little small zone. If you want to be able to say, I was a part of that and made a difference, then I would recommend this is the place that you would give of your time, your talent, and your treasure.
If you are moved by the story and want to help beat poverty, you can either donate directly or offer to volunteer at our website, www.beatpovertytoledo.com. Also, we would greatly appreciate if you would follow us and subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channel by searching for Mosaic Ministries of South Toledo. Finally, we invite you to come take a tour of our project building and operations by clicking the Take a Tour button on the website. Thanks for watching.